Red light therapy news for April. Let's go. Okay, so first up, we look at some new products. Now, Bioflex have come out with the Bioflex Wave Surge. This combines red light therapy with cupping. I've seen a few of these devices on the market now. I've actually never tested one. I don't know if I'd be the best person to test one. I have zero experience with cupping, but hey, I'd be curious if you have used one of these cupping combined with red light therapy devices. What do you think? Personally, it's a bit of a gimmick. I mean, you could easily do some cupping and have a horizontal red light therapy panel. If you want to spot treat, there are better ways to do it. But hey, each their own. Now, Roho have came out with a mask. Seen a lot of companies do this now. It's obviously there are a lot of benefits when it comes to red light therapy and beauty and skin. But of course, I am also slowly working on my red light therapy mask comparison series. So that's also why a lot of the panel companies are coming out with masks. Now, their mask has the red and the near infrared light, but also has amber and blue. Of course, I'll put links to all of the products down below. I'm affiliated with a lot of these companies as well, so just bear that in mind. There's also discount codes and discount links all down below. And Red Light Rising have come out with their Target Light 3.0. It doesn't look anything revolutionary. This is a battery powered device. It's got dimming, it's got 3 wavelengths, 610 for the red, 850 and 810 nanometer near infrared light. Nothing special, but Red Light Rising catered to the UK and EU market, so check it out if you're located there. Also, not really a new product as such, but I've just received the new Hopo Color spectrometer. This is a slight upgrade on the device I've been using for many years now, many years. This new one, it measures all the way out to 1100 nanometers. The previous one was about 1050 or thereabouts. It wasn't very accurate at the top near infrared range there. So this new one should measure those devices that are emitting your 1050, your 1060, and your 1070 nanometers. So I'm actually going to do a video review on this device because a lot of people ask me about the spectrometer. So stay tuned for that. Or if you want to buy one of these, you've actually got to send an email off to, I think you can find them through Alibaba, but I just deal direct with a contact from the company. A few people have reached out to me and I've just shared this email address. So I'm going to put that contact details down below as well if you do want to get your own spectrometer and do your own testing. Otherwise, hang out for my review. As for new articles this month, Huga have an article on red light therapy for vision. Of course, Bart has written some excellent articles on this topic over at lighttherapyinsiders.com. To be honest, Bart's articles are better than any others. So check out Huga's article, but then go over to Light Therapy Insiders and take a deeper dive if you want. Now, V-Light are involved in some of their own research, but they have a really feature or resource-packed website. So I know I've referred to it many times. I've seen a lot of people there, so it's great to see this new update with even more content. And speaking of V-Light, they've also put out a video on their new V-Light Pro and meditation. So check that out if you're interested. Kineon have an article looking at combining red light therapy and cryotherapy, 2 popular biohacks combined. So check this out. Personally, I have only used cryotherapy, I think, once. Pretty cool. It's not something I would be doing all the time. From the research, look, red light therapy photobiomodulation is a lot more solid. Yes, there are benefits to cryotherapy, but from a end user, home user point of view, red light therapy is a lot more attractive on all fronts. Still, if you're able to get to a clinic that has cryotherapy, then yeah, have a read of this, see how you can maybe combine it with red light therapy. Lumiflex have posted an article on their experiences at the Arnold Expo. Now, this is a bodybuilding or strength and conditioning, bodybuilding, some fitness elements in there as well. A massive expo. So it's really cool to see red light therapy is involved in that space now. It's not just beauty, it's not just rehab and healing, it's not just dentistry. We're looking at sports performance, bodybuilding, and muscle hypertrophy. I guess red light therapy is more of a recovery benefit from that viewpoint, but still, it is good to see that red light therapy is in all of these different industries. Oh, and finally, I actually have a new product. I missed this before. This is from Chroma. It is their new Skylight product. It's an indoor lamp designed to be used at various times of the day. and night. And the lamp has different settings. Midday, for instance, offers full spectrum light, designed to replicate the midday sun. You then have afternoon, evening, and even nighttime modes where the amount of blue and even green light in the lamp is reduced. So for instance, their amber evening mode is orange glow, very low blue. And then they have a nighttime mode, which is very deep red. I think it's like 70 nanometer light. So there's no melatonin reducing wavelengths in this light. Now, remember, this is a lamp to light up space. Okay. It's not designed to be applied against the body or the skin like a typical red light therapy device. Still very, very cool. If you want to know more about this, you can check out. We've got some articles on light therapy insiders. Also, check out my interview with Daniel Ebbett. He goes into light cycles, circadian rhythm, and different light wavelengths and how they impact the body. But to be honest, the Chroma website does a pretty good job of explaining the benefits and rationale behind this product and why it's different to a lot of the other products on the market. Okay, so I mentioned the Light Therapy Insiders blog before. Well, there's been a couple of new articles published over there recently. First up, we have a really good article looking at photobiomodulation and migraines. Then Bart did an interview with a leading dentist who utilizes red light therapy in her practice. So check out that. And then finally, there's an article on red light therapy and Parkinson's. Now, if you're enjoying this video, can you please hit the like button down below? I actually go through all of my videos every few months and look at obviously view count, but also like count. Okay. So those videos that are performing well, I try to do more videos like it. So if you're enjoying this video and you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button. Also, do go over to Light Therapy Insiders. Even if those articles don't interest you, there are some amazing articles over there. Bart does these crazy deep dives onto all sorts of topics related to red light therapy. All of my videos, all of my reviews are transcribed and have been converted into blog articles, and a lot of time and energy goes into that. So thank you, Lisa. So check those articles out. There's also a really cool shopping tool where you can compare all the different panels, metrics, and get discounts for them. Speaking of discounts, there's a massive discounts and deals page where you can find discounts to all the popular red light therapy brands, and some discounts are exclusive to this channel and that website. So it's over at Light Therapy Insiders. Jump on the email list as well. Oh, and subscribe to this channel as well if you haven't already. Okay, so this month's study is titled Photobiomodulation LED Devices for Home Use, Design, Function, and Potential, a pilot study. And this was just recently published 2 months ago. So what does it cover? So the researchers took 5 handheld devices and wanted to measure the quality of these devices and how they compare to the features that were publicly revealed. And the results were that the power output and the beam angle didn't really match up with real world tested outcomes. Now, the devices were purchased from Amazon, so they're reasonably cheap products. Some of them didn't even come with instruction manuals, and some of the devices' power intensity actually changed over time of use. Now, the fact that there was such a discrepancy between the power output on the box, on the website, on the product explanation, whatever you want to call it, and what was actually tested with a very expensive measuring device doesn't really surprise me, because I've been doing this for a long time and I see this in most devices I test. To be fair, in the last year or two, it's got a lot better. But if you look at some of my earlier work, the differences were huge. So it doesn't surprise me, especially when the researchers were dealing with Amazon products. Some of the products look like they're sold direct from China. So you're not really dealing with an established company, an American company, for instance. Maybe there's some stricter standards. Maybe I've tested their products and called them out in the past. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me. The researchers, though, don't really get too caught up on this from a marketing point of view. It's more from a dosing and application point of view. Of course, if you think you're buying a product putting out 10 milliwatts over centimeter squared, and you've seen research showing that sort of wavelength, that sort of intensity and combined with the wavelengths used in this product are going to do wonders for your skin, for instance, and then the device is actually only putting up 2 milliwatts or maybe 200 milliwatts, that's quite different. It means you're not going to get the same results that the study results achieved, for instance. The other issue, though, of course, is the drop-off in power intensity over time. This is something I haven't looked at. I know I have been asked about it a few times. I've sort of dismissed it. But yeah, maybe I should do some benchmark testing with a new panel, and then after 6 months of use, or couple years of use even, check it out. But even over time, like this may be an easy experiment for me to do. Just turn on the panel, measure the output, and 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, see if it is declined. Whether this is due to heat buildup, I'm not too sure. But yeah, maybe that is something I will do in the not too distant future. So be sure to subscribe if you want to see that. If you have any thoughts on this topic, please share them below as well. But in a nutshell, look, to be honest, if you want to replicate what scientists are doing, you've seen a study showing that this dose and this intensity and this wavelength led to this result. The only way to really get that same result is to do exactly what they did. And that means using the exact same product. That's going to be probably expensive and tricky to do. Of course, you can always check out my reviews where I do use my spectrometer to test devices and I get more accurate results. And you can use that information or buy your own spectrometer and do your own testing, I guess. Okay, this month's Q&A is, it's a rather spicy topic. By the way, check out our Facebook group. There's nearly 20,000 people in there. There are some amazing conversations. Every day there are dozens, maybe more questions being posted in there with some really good answers. So yeah, I cover one question a month in these news videos, but if you really want to stay up to speed on all things red light therapy, jump into that Facebook group. But yeah, this month's question was about using red light therapy wand in the vagina. You see, there are some products out there that are emitting red and even blue light. And as red light therapy has been shown to help with fertility, the idea goes that such a device may help with fertility and also some other benefits related to female health, even circulation. That's a big one. So yes, there are some studies related to red light therapy and fertility, and they have led to some very positive results. I'll put a link to one study down below if you want to check that out. But it's important to note that even though they were using red light therapy, they weren't applying this light internally through a wand. It was applied to the body. And I know when I spoke to the founder of Power Medic, he was also big on red light therapy improving fertility. Again, though, they were applying it externally to the lower back, the pelvis area, for instance. Though there has been a study looking at the benefits of directly irradiating the vaginal tissue for fertility benefits. So I think red light therapy can help with fertility. There's research to support this. There's a lot of anecdotal reports to support this as well. Is it wise to apply this light internally? I don't know. Maybe not. I guess you simply need to experiment. I don't really know what else to say on the topic. If you are experimenting, then hey, you may want to share your thoughts. I know a lot of people may benefit from it. Look, it is something that you probably need to do more digging, speak to some experts in the field of fertility. I know nothing about fertility. Check out the post in the Facebook group and read some of those comments. And yeah, anyway, I don't know. Sorry. Okay, so what's upcoming on this channel? Well, I've got a couple of videos. One of them is on why red light therapy is growing in popularity. Another one is a review of the Red Light Rising, their new panel. The third video is a follow-up interview with Dr. Randy Beck. I did a really big interview with him a year or two ago that was extremely popular, so this is round 2, so hang out for that. As for what you may have missed, I did a video looking at red light therapy and whether it impacts vitamin D levels. But did a really cool presentation on hyperpigmentation and red light therapy. Check that out. And then finally, I did a video looking at red light therapy for beauty, cosmetic benefits, skin, beauty, skin health, all that good stuff. It's up here. It's actually been well received, that video, so check it out if you haven't already.